Thanksgiving Day. I'm breaking cardinal rule number one. Don't ever change the recipe. Don't try new things on Thanksgiving, but today I'm doing that. Traditionally, I fry turkey. My wife loves it. That's why I do it. But I ran into a problem. See, my pot that I fry turkey in developed a bit of a hole in the bottom of it, and it was dripping oil right onto the burner. What could go wrong there, right? So I was looking, buy a new pot. It was going to be $100. I was like, okay. Then I looked, oil was going to be $60. And I thought, well, okay. And then I stumbled across this bad boy from Char-Broil, the Big Easy, and it was on sale at Lowe's for $99. And I thought, we're going to try something new this year. So lots of unboxing videos out there. I'm not going to bore you with that. We're going to go simple method, and let me show you a little trick about unboxing things. Okay, that was easy. You learn that. I learned that from YouTube. It works. If it didn't work, this was not super fun to put together, but it was only like, I don't know, 10 screws. I'll use just a screwdriver, 20 minutes. A lot of the skirting is what had to be put together. This I thought was going to be more susceptible to being difficult, and I was wrong. It was the skirting. Didn't come with it on. Could have, but it didn't. All right, assembled. What do we have? We have a basket to put up to 16-pound turkey in. I'm doing a 14-pounder. A 14-pounder, I feel like, is kind of rounder, so we'll see how that goes. It comes with a lid, a perforated lid. Things can, the heat can raise through it. Although there's enough resistance in here that they say if you're working on cold days in a cold area, or if you have, it's a cold area in here today, or if you, at the end, you want to crisp up your turkey, or whatever, crisp up something else, you put this on. That helps keep the heat in and crisps up the meat. It came with a thermometer. It's a meat thermometer to go into the meat. It actually tells, you can't see it, but it'll tell you the different finished temperatures of meat. This Char-Broil infrared came with a grilling guide, and I read through it real quick, and kind of the key things, takeaway one, I would recommend you read through this, but it talks about oiling down the internal pot. There's a pot that goes inside of there. This sits inside of that outer edge. The heat is on the outside, and it's got a hole in it. A lot of people recommend you put foil in the bottom. This recommends that you oil this down with either like just a vegetable oil or even a spray oil. And they makes a comment in here in the book, which I thought was interesting, about making sure that you treat this kind of like you would your grandmother's cast iron skillet, that the more you use it, the more you season it, the more flavor and the more evenly heat distributes throughout. So I thought that was pretty cool. This book also talks a little bit about cleaning, why you should use this over oil. Gets some marketing material in here as well. And then talks about what the wire mesh is for. But I think really the key was that, keeping that inner piece clean and seasoned. I like that. Okay, what else does this have? Just a drip tray. It goes in on a, there's a runner inside of there that just sits on. I imagine you probably want to keep an eye on that drip tray depending on if you've marinated or injected your turkey. There's a question in this book, like how long to cook with this thing, and it says, we can't give you an answer because we don't know, all the environmental factors, but the short answer is roughly 10 minutes a pound. So 14-pound turkey, 140 minutes. That's almost 2.5 hours. So that's what I'm going to base today's on, is 2.5 hours. We're going to get this thing set up. We're going to get it some heat on it, because I noticed there was some styrofoam fuzzies and there was some plastic that I picked off, but I don't know if I caught everything. I just want to make sure that before we put anything in there that we're going to eat, that we give it a nice little flame test, make sure we melt off any stuff that we don't want in our food. So let's get this thing on the ground and get a propane cylinder hooked up to it. Well, I expect this to be anticlimactic, as 8 times you're lighting propane. And there we go. Yeah, anticlimactic. Turn that dude on high, flip that one time, I heard it ignite. If you look down in these holes, you can see blue propane flame. Sorry guys, not nearly as fun as what it probably could have been. All right, we've got our turkey all prepped in the basket. Again, it's a 14 pounder. I think there's plenty of room there. Let's go ahead and get it put in. You know, since we are on the farm store guide today, I think I should probably note that I love to get my propane tanks refilled at TSC. It's a reasonable price. They are reasonable people, and they do a great job on letting you know when your tank's gone bad. Gas on. All right. Flame ignited. Let's let this thing go for 2.5 hours. Come back and check on it. We'll put the I'll clean that back up since I laid it on the ground, but we'll put the lid back on, get it nice and crispy on the outside. I do want to say, you're letting this thing run for like a half hour, 20 minutes before you do any cooking in it. Wise move. There was all kinds of funky smells coming off of this thing, and I'm very, very, very happy that I took the time to let this thing run one good time before we finished a full-blown meal in it. So we'll check back in on this in a few hours and show you the progress. Okay, here we are about halfway through, I think. Can really start to see some of the juice starting to render out here. Bird's starting to crisp up nice. I noticed down here in the tray, just be careful. I'm starting to collect, definitely cooking there. So just thought I'd give you a little sneak peek halfway through this thing. Okay, and the final minutes are here. I'm gonna pop the lid off, set it off to the side. Uh-oh. Man, you guys are missing out on the smells of this thing. It's amazing. Ready? Here we go. Put that lid on there at the end. Crisp up the skin. Let's get moved here. Take a look at this guy. Tripod in the way, like normal. Okay, let's throw some temperature readings, make sure we didn't miss nothing. You can see a little bit in there where it's darker on the skin, where it's crisped up. Right here in the turkey breasts, 149, a little over a bit, but that's okay. Down here in the thigh, yeah, a little over a bit, overcooked a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so turkey looks fantastic, good, crisp skin. That wing right there is mine. I don't even like wings, but it looks great. Let's do a little bit of the aftermath here. So it's not terribly bad inside there. You can see where I sprayed some oil in there. We'll wipe that down. It does a nice job of keeping any goop down off the bottom, using that foil there on the bottom. I don't know. This thing looks great. I think or to get my wife to try a little bit of it. It's still very, when I push on it where I hit that thermometer, you can see meat juice coming out of it. Let's see if I can show you that. see, where's that hole? It's like right here. Okay, right in here. Watch this. No, it's up above. It's right there. See that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited for this. All right, we're gonna get this in, carve it up, and then we'll come back and close out the video so that you know what my wife thinks about it. I don't have a lot of clout in the world of cooking. I don't have a lot of clout in the world of YouTube. However, here's my credentials. Right, here's my credentials. And I've been cooking Thanksgiving for several years now. I've been the primary non-basted, non-roasted turkey cook. It's an official title if you want to look it up. Which means I've smoked turkeys. I've smoked and fried turkeys. I've done fried turkeys. I've fried several turkeys. My wife says, I want a fried turkey. That's what we do. I promise you, until I can no longer find this product, and after this product dies, I will never fry. I'll smoke a turkey, but I will never fry another turkey in oil again as long as this type of device, especially this Char-Broil Big Easy, exists. This thing produced a turkey today that had crispy skin, juicy, mouth-watering turkey inside of it, and flavor like no one's business. I know it was injected. I know it had a rub, but all those things combined, this thing cooked it to perfection. I won. This thing won Thanksgiving Day. I'll leave a link to where I got this at Lowe's down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps share the love here. Hit the subscribe on my channel here. Ask questions, send me messages, whatever you want. I will respond. But this thing, mwah, FBF approved. FBF approved. It's fat boy friendly for those of you that don't know. Love it. If you're looking for this and on the fence, no brainer. No brainer. Go buy it. I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what you think.